Can I revive Alexander the Great's empire just 18 years after his death? Well, this will be not easy and challenging, because we're gonna try playing as Macedon, of course, in Imperator Rome, so as you remember, my favorite non-EU4 Paradox interactive game. It's lovely, it's great, you're gonna enjoy it. And by the way, guys, I see that only half of you are subscribing, so if you want to enjoy more of this content, why don't you subscribe right now? What is saying hello in the welcome screen is Alexander the Great Argid, which is showing his figure. We can actually check Alexander the Great's stats in Imperator Rome. Of course, he's dead for 18 years now. This is the year 304 before Christ. And the information here is about pretty much what happened after his death. So, of course, split of Alexander the Great's empire. You can see here is Egypt, Zlewikk Empire, Antigonids Kingdom, there's Macedon. And this is about the Diadoch Wars, so wars between all of these states that were created from Alexander the Great's empire. What I noticed when I was trying out is that during this war, when you occupy a province of your enemy, you're taking it over for yourself, which is kind of interesting, and we should be attacked by Antigonids Kingdom very early into the game. So what I'll be focusing my early game on is to prepare my army to pretty much dominate among all of these boys here. So I will start with religion. You can see we can choose an omen, and you can see that religion is giving us multiple bonuses, which is like anti-integrated culture, happiness, national commerce, income, monthly rural popularity gain, population capacity. But then when I choose to get an omen from one of them, I'm getting the secondary bonus, which is discipline, national freeman happiness, expansion change, monthly wages of characters. And remember, we can also change both of the bonuses by changing in each, like you can see, for the deity of war, we can take Ares, Poseidon, Apollo, or Dioscoroi. Never heard of him, but it seems like he's taking care of the navy. I'll keep the discipline boy, but for now I don't want to use the discipline. How about the economy? So we could get fort maintenance or national tax. From the culture, ooh, that's a huge amount of the choices. How about we just go for the national tax? Oh, that dropped our stability, forgot about that. And it's fine, I actually cannot take it as I change this, so let's just go for the discipline then. It's fine. The next step is to get the titles that are unassigned, which is Archimangater, which is taking the finesse, and I'm taking the guy with the highest skill, so skill 7. We definitely want to get some commanders on the armies. Let's take this boy. Let's take this boy. Maybe not overtake too many from this content family to not make them too dangerous. We'll make these guys happy by bribing, make sure they don't even think about being disloyal, or can't do anything to this boy. Let's just make friends then. For decisions, we can expand Tassos gold mines, which is pretty nice. We can increase the base production. Let's do this. Enact. Inventions. Since we're gonna waging a lot of wars, I will start with the military bonuses. So let's go for the military provincial investments costs and one free investment. So this investment can go, for example, to our capital, which is here. And we can take one of this for free. So local city building slots, local import routes, which I'm gonna automate, as I'm not too experienced at that. And then, of course, just invest into disciplines and everything else. Legion maintenance cost might be also something interesting, because you will see in 1 second. Just spend all of the inventions. The last one is here. It's gonna be a lot of discipline. There are a few levels of your armies, right? When I go to military, there are levies that are pretty much, you know, basic local armies. Then there are legions, which is only for the bigger nations that can afford that. And for legions, you can actually decide what army composition you have, while for the levies, it depends on the culture of the provinces that we are taking them from. So that's why here I'm gonna add some more cohorts of 4 cohorts of heavy infantry here. And idea slots is also depending on the nation. For example, I can have 1 military one, which is gonna be more of armies, and 2 from oratory. bonuses. So let's take loyalty of our generals and decrease of corruption. Then let's take a look at the economy. I want to change the commerce to be higher. I believe free trade is gonna help us. 4.94, 5.5, and then over time, yes, the trade routes will start happening. So we're gonna go from 5.8 to significantly higher economy very soon. See, people just keep asking us for the trade routes, and this is already 10.7 from commerce. The wars of the Diadochi. The empire belongs to the strongest. So what we have here? We can now use the legacy of Alexander war on other Diadochi. We have claims on everyone. Let's take a diplomacy map mode. Yeah, but what if I attack Thrace? Or it's but it's. Who are these? Are these those Greek states? No, these are the small boys here. Was I thinking about taking Thrace before Antigonic Kingdom does that? And it's just gonna be easier for us to deal with Antigonic. Yeah, of course I'm gonna take Europa. Obviously. Declare the war. And besides this boys, I'm thinking if I should use any mercs, or should I save it for the war against Antigonic Kingdom? On the other hand, we don't want to waste too much manpower. So how about we use these boys to fight? Because 106 every month. With to balance. This is not something I can afford yet. Let's just go ahead and raise levies. And I'll wait with the mercs for the war against the bigger fish. I don't have to wait much because Antigonic Kingdom already declared on us, which is not helpful. I'm not gonna use navy because it's just weaker than theirs. It's some saving of money. And I'm gonna recruit these boys, which their goal will be to, remember, I told you, occupying provinces takes over their ownership. So how about we send this 8,000 boys and this 2,000 boys to defend our southern terrains, and all the US is gonna focus on expansion. I'm not experienced with this game, so remember guys, as always, if you have any comments on, let's make myself smaller, on what should I improve, what I did wrong, let me know in comments. For example, I was wrong about Thrace. They're not a part of the Diadochi wars, so I'm just simply conquering them in a simple war, not taking over by occupation, but it's not gonna work that way with Antigonic Kingdom. First battle with the forces of Thrace, you can see 125% discipline. Remember, discipline is not as important here as it is in U4, but it's still a nice advantage. And look, also, you know, the army composition to be in our favor. I'm not so sure about that. If these boys reinforce, yeah, we're losing. It's just run away from this one. But I will have to wait much for sweet revenge here. And I guess we're just demolishing their armies out of existence. This is it, guys. We can peace out Thrace for all of their promises. This is making our country, the emplacement, significantly better. Next move is to defend from Antigonic Kingdom and maybe possibly conquering something. New terrains means many new trade goods, which is also increase in our balance. So if I save more money, I might get more mercs. This is what I told you. See, the Antigonic occupied one province, Sestos, and it's already in their hands. That's how it works, but it seems that it only works directly on the nations, so I'm occupying provinces from their subjects Aeolia, and it doesn't work. But Carpet Siege from Opus, look, it's doing wonders. One province in our hands, another one. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. Beautiful. The Siege of Ilion won. That's why I thought I would siege down the Antigonic Kingdom province at last. Yeah, with this, what is now just moving the province that is automatically occupying next by. So I have to take these provinces one by one into our hands, but I guess that's fine. And by the way, Thrace is back on the map. I don't know how, but they killed Byzantium. And no, not Byzantium, Byzantium. Looks like in the meantime, Egypt is doing the same from the south. Yeah, they're also fighting Antigonic Kingdom, so looks like it's just a partition. And all these provinces will be having issues with loyalty. Because I'm changing the governing policy. Do you want to focus first on conversions of culture? Because this is not our culture. How about religion? Also not our religion. How about we just focus on culture first, and then we might switch just to keep them loyal. Just to check, because we'll be checking that from time to time, we right now have 455 pops from Macedonian culture, and it's time to increase that. The Antigonid calls waivers. Claria and Cilicia will once again be internal parts of the Macedonian kingdom, so I'm gonna seize Ilias, Caria Superius, and Caria Inferioris, but I have no idea where is that. And I'm becoming magic power with all of this expansion. Let's just take a look. When I click this, okay, but pieced out the war. That's not what I expected, especially that my lands are not connected. I have to get access from these boys. Anyway, let's just disband all of the levies. And of course, we'll keep our legion, which has to increase in size. It was actually a fun war because with no expansion conquered so much and increased our amount of pops to 1,300. That's pretty nice. Not to mention income that is almost 30 and will be increasing even further because we're still getting more and more from trade. And remember, we should be having claims around, like on Odrysia. I can declare one of them. That's gonna get me into war with Thrace as well again. Let's go. What? The Epigony. The world shall know us by our own deeds. All claims on Alexander's empire are lost. I thought that's gonna last for longer. Maybe that's because my ruler died. That's probably the case. I think this is really not bad. I just can't ask for that much. Worst goes over 100. And that much they're not gonna accept. Yep, there it goes. The borders keeps improving. This is not a speed of conquest of Alexander the Great, but it's still pretty decent. In the meantime, why don't we keep increasing amount of heavy infantry in our main legion? This legion will be very useful to unite these terrains to fix our borders and get the connection here. So I'm gonna go to covert actions and start fabricating claim on this. X expansion is a bit higher, so we'll go for X expansion change -004. We are back to new inventions and I'm gonna stop investing into military ones. I think that's enough. And I will go for something civic, which means we're gonna keep increasing our economy. I forgot, guys, there's something called a diplomatic stand. Well, the hell I find it. That should help me decrease the gas expansion even faster. Remember, there's a couple of things that are not helping us a lot. Okay, so we have bellical stance. Oh yeah, that's here. Gas expansion impact -10%. Okay, so I guess that's the best we can do. The money I have. There's so much I'm earning. 600 ducats. Should I start investing that in my biggest city, which is my capital? 64 pops here. What could we invest into? A training camp for more manpower, build a tax office, that could be also good. Card flow for civilization level. Let's go invest into that. Look, with all the stuff that we're doing, there's a first military tradition, which is between Greek police traditions and Greek kingdom traditions. Greek kingdom is, for example, something with cohorts, experience, light craft, no. We're gonna go for the police for more of armies and merc stuff, and then there's a sea staff, defense stuff for heavy infantry, which we are obviously using. And I should start a mission tree. I forgot there's a mission tree in this game. Pearl of Macedonia, Antipratos's Legacy. What's this? How about we start with this? So this can be clicked right away, giving us more of armies and siege ability. This can be clicked right away to give us money in 1 year from manpower that we have. If I took it earlier, I would use it against the war in Antigonids Kingdom. That's unfortunate. A high political influence. I'm really late with clicking these missions. How about we also strengthen our pop-up simulation speed with some more buildings, focusing on the marketplaces and the biggest cities around here. Yeah, there goes the 400 ducats, and the mission that is here is giving us another more of armies and cost of diety of rule. Diety? I have no idea what it means. What about this? Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, boys, I'm gonna be satisfied with this peace deal. Looking at the expansion, I have to spend some time right now simply reducing it. The name placement is also fixed. which I love, and our amount of the pops is already reaching almost 2000. And as I told you, I keep increasing the amount of the pops from our main culture, Macedon, which is almost 500 now. It's nicely visible in the cultures map mode. See, they are getting everywhere around here. This weren't colored earlier. Funny thing is that Rome cannot expand in Italy because Etruria is just simply too strong. What I also start doing with my army, I'll start adding, where is it? Is it chariots? No, engineers, which helps with sieging the provinces. So that's at 1000. This cost a lot, but I can afford it. Oh, guys, Etruria F. Rome is rising. How many pops do they have? 1,700. It's exactly the same amount as we are having. With just 13x expansion, I think that's actually also interesting because this seems to be specific to Macedon. We keep turning our tributary states into client states. So it's not Paeonia. So this nation, this little nation over here, just became our subject. Anyway, I'll go ahead and declare a war on the Antigonids kingdom. You can see plenty of nations will join on both sides, with the goal of fixing borders. See, I'm at war with all of these nations, so I want to take this, for sure, so Ionia, as well as some provinces around here. And you're thinking, oh, you know, the loyalty of generals is not important. Look, I'm winning the battle to 6,000 versus 10,000. And this bug guy here, he's disloyal. I can't make him loyal right now, and he's just not gonna help me. He's just engaging somewhere else. This freaking Antigonids kingdom is actually still having plenty of troops, but his issue is... My issue is I'm misclicking, while his issue is that he has a Tech 2 on military, while I'm at Tech 4, but... I'm trolling myself with this... Like, literally running away to his terrains. Let's just run away with both of the stacks over there. At least this war is giving us a lot of arbitration, which means I can take another bonus here for the heavy infantry offense. Okay, boys, this is what I'm gonna take. Perfectly calculated. X expansion is down to 2, and we're gonna increase it by 34 again. It's, I think one mistake that I did here is I could have hired plenty of mercs early on. I can just afford it. But instead they had too many troops carpentering me constantly. In the meantime, check on our own culture, 640. I believe we started with around 460 when I started focusing on converting the cultures. We're in a very good way here. You can see that I have plenty of disloyal provinces. What I've been doing in these provinces is changing my governing policy to harsh treatment, which is decreasing the impact of different stuff. You can see on the loyalty of the province. So slowly, but fixing these issues. Oh, I wanted to say that there's a war between Rome and Carthage, but it's just Syracuse, so you down Rome. With this last peace deal over here. Did you see it? I broke my name placements because I have too many lands here compared to this. This is so bad, guys, because I wanted to end here. How am I supposed to end with this name placement? Screw it, I'm going for another war with Antigonids kingdom to fix it. Just please tell me, guys, this is gonna fix our name placement. I want all of this, this and this. It's gonna kill us with aggressive expansion, but name placement is absolutely worth it. So guys, this is all for today. If you did enjoy this special video, because it's Imperator Rome, that's super special, let me know by liking this video. And of course, if you have any tips to what I did wrong, because I did wrong plenty of stuff, I'm pretty sure, let me know in the comments. And of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos. I'm almost the first one in score. Bye!